So, that's that, then? That'll prevent us from being changed into masquerades.
If what we suspect is true, yes.
And if it's not?
Then we're dead either way.
Enough wading in such red waters, please.
Zilya's right. It will soon be time to march, and we do not have heart to spare for foul thoughts.
But do we have enough? The spire is practically impenetrable. It'll be like scaling a jagged cliff.
There are ways about it, Rex, I assure you.
I'm not speaking of tactical maneuverings, Valencio. I'm speaking of sheer numbers. From the reports, the force that we're up against comprises faction upon faction of masked runners. Do we know just exactly what we're up against?
We're outnumbered, aren't we? The masked runners are strong in number, yes. But we are trained in the Medea, and they are not. That has always been the advantage of the Masquerada, and it will be what wins us this battle, too. And what if... Luminary? If there are any concerns that you have. What if she's right?
She?
This Lucia woman that you've spoken of, and the Cataclysm. I mean, if we're going so far as to believe everything that you've told us about that stone that you've got there, about what happened at the Hall of Songs, who's to say she isn't right?
Your words are bordering on treacherous, Seville.
Perhaps if I had some assurance that...
Mirabas is dead, and the Hall of Songs has withered. Is that not assurance enough that Lucia cares not for our culture? For what defines us as a people? Is that the sort of leader that you wish to follow?
I suppose you're right. Forget I ever said anything. Please. Perhaps...
Amadea?
Cicero, the Dactytes have moved.
What?
The Labora scouts saw them. A group has left the spire.
Prepare the defenses.
Not here. The Whispering Streets.
Why?
I don't know. But it was not a small dispatch.
Well, then we have to stop them, won't we?
Good. That's just what I was...
No,
What?
we're not going.
Why?
This is an opportunity. They're weakened. Their numbers are out. We must strike.
They are your brother's people, Cicero.
My brother is dead. And so is Razatov, and Lysandra, and Mirabos, and Ven. We're not going to the streets.
Cicero, please.
Leave us. We have things to discuss.
Cicero, what has gotten into you?
We need to make plans.
What we need is to...
Do not waste the lives of the Melicate, Zelia. They have bought us an opportunity. We are going to use it.
Agreed. We aren't in a position to go around helping other masked runners when we have enough who are trying to kill us. If the Crown would report their individual strengths, we can formulate a plan from there.
We'll be just a moment.
Amadea told us what happened.
Why aren't we going?
There's no time.
No time for what, Cicero? Your brother's people?
They could help us.
No. We stand a better chance now.
Please, what has gotten into you?
We have a job to do. The city is at stake and...
Siciana!
Do you feel that? That is pain, Gavar. Wrap your mind around it. Be familiar with it. Now see. You are still alive. You can survive this. You must.
I tried. I stayed. And it wasn't enough. They died because of me. Mira. Then... Livia. Because I was too slow. Because I was too stupid. Lucia warned me this would happen. She told me the others would pay. And they have. How can I live with myself?
We'll find a way. Together. All of us.
Now come here.
I'm sorry, Marshal. I think I might have gotten some blood on your armor.
I think I might leave it there. It's sure to be worth quite a bit when we win this war.
There. All done.
Where is she?
Out in the field.
I should go. Thank you. All of you.
Go, Cicero.
Hey. Well, are you just going to stand there, or are we going?
What?
To the Whispering Streets, where else?
I knew you'd come back.
Really?
Come on. Let's go.
I can't believe they're coming together again. Other than the altars, I mean.
You sound disappointed that they're uniting.
The last time they came together was for the Bright War, and that only made things worse for the Contadani.
Honestly, sister, I have a feeling things are going to be a lot different this time around.
I think maybe you're right. But, sir, you're needing something?
My brother used to tell me much about the Malakate, but the one thing he refused to touch was the Whispering Streets.
Because it was a place filled with secrets that, if anyone else knew, would have jeopardized our entire way of life.
Well, I've been too familiar with that notion these past few days.
I suggest you get used to it. We're in for a lot more change. Ages, it's so quiet.
Perhaps the Dactytes haven't arrived yet.
All the better. That gives us time to get to the center of the ward. It's where Jezero will be.
You know the way?
No, it changes all the time. I'm going to have to call one of the lookouts. They'll take us through. In we go.
This place feels so wrong.
It's by design. Every other night we have earth brands that go out into the streets and twist them. It keeps Portieri away from us. All right, time to get help. There we go. Any time now. What?
Don't let them leave!
Ready yourselves!
to have to find our own way through. Let's do this! I can't take it! Ready. I think we're on the right...
What in all the legacies is that?
Brace yourselves!
Brace yourselves.
Must be the new Masquerades, fresh as they are.
Aegis against such raw power. The Medea are barely going to be of any use against them.
Come on, we have to keep going.
Rough tides coming.
Watch your flanks!
Jez!
Wait! Now you see what I've wanted for you, what I gave you the opportunity to receive.
You and your scum killed Lysandra.
She was bringing you down. Her broken heart blinded her to the opportunities I gave her, to make real the dreams of the Mask Runners. Power, glory.
We wanted a world where we were free.
No! We wanted a world where the Masquerada understood what it meant to be like us. I am your door to that world. You've seen the power that lies at my fingertips.
Aegis. He sounds just like Lucia.
Think about it, Jezero. Think about what this choice would mean for you. Glory, power versus this wasteland that you've been living in. This power can free you of the chains of oppression, the shackles that we've all done nothing to deserve, but were instead born into. All that can come to an end if you let it.
And my people, you will spare them?
They will join us, of course. Be part of the dream that we've chased for so long.
You promise?
I promise.
Stop it! Look around you, Jez. This is not what we're about.
You left us.
And I spent those years with regret.
What?
Those 5 years away from here made me realize how much a part of me the Malakate were. How much was missing without them.
Foolish sentimentality.
This is what we are, Jez. Turn your back on this and there will be nothing but pain down the road. No glory, no peace, and no freedom. That I can promise you.
The Herald was right. Get them!
Ages. I don't believe it. You came back. Both of you.
It's taken me a while, but I never should have left.
And you?
I needed someone to hold this.
I heard what happened at the Hall of Songs. I'd say I was sorry, but I'd rather be honest.
It's all right. The Herald will pay for what she's done, though.
Cicero, what I said a few days ago about the Malakate.
Have the sleepers awakened?
If you will have them by your side. Yes. Ages. All the armies. I can scarcely believe it.
Well, try harder, my friend. This is going...
What is this? Cicero?
Help, Tristan.
You have brought murderers into our field!
Look around you! A field is empty, the palette incomplete. We need them. The pride of the Masquerada have already cost us one army. Do not let it cost us another.
How am I to know that they will not stab my men in the back!
How do they know that you will not do the same? Look at them, Tristan. Their numbers pale in comparison to yours, to the same auras, and yet they come. If they, who have no chance of survival should you turn on them, are willing to trust in you, what excuse have you to withhold your trust from them? If you, for once, looked past their masquerades and into their eyes, I promise you that you will find nothing but a mirror. These are people fighting for a better life, for their families. Now, they are willing to fight for their city.
I watched you knife the men and women that swore their lives to me 5 years ago. Now, I have the opportunity to avenge them. Do not make me regret wasting it.
Thank you, Tristan.
I don't know whether I should be relieved that you're yourself again.
You've got time to decide.
Not as much as I'd like. The Crown's developed a plan. You should hear it. And I suppose he should too.
I'll see you inside.
Melakarte, among the Semora. Weapons kept away, shackles absent. Ages, Lysandra would be proud. Cyrus, too. It's like the second canticle.
After this, they will be treated like proper citizens of the land that birthed them.
If we even make it out. I see the Altis are absent.
But we have you.
I can only hope that is enough. We shouldn't keep them.
Fought anything like that before?
Your people won't even be on the front lines, Seville.
This is ridiculous.
What's going on?
Seville had men follow you to see what we're up against.
What's going on, Inspectore, is that we don't stand a chance.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the mask runners. You saw them yourself. You fought against some of them even. Such savage manipulation of the elements. How in all the colors do you think we're going to stand up against opponents like that?
Calm down, Seville.
Calm down? How can I calm down when we're all throwing our lives away? We've established that they outnumber us, and perhaps before I might have thought we could have done it. But Armadia mean nothing in the face of such raw power.
Then what would you have us do? Lie down and allow them to take everything that we have? The loss of the Hall of Songs will be just the beginning if that woman has her way with the city. I assure you.
Then perhaps she should have her way.
Seville!
I did not mean that. I apologize. I think I need a moment.
Will he be all right?
He's not the head of the Dieci for no reason.
Whatever it is, we should get on with the plan. The only ones left to be briefed are the two of you. The Dactytes control the Pale Isle and the White Spire. Lucia is somewhere inside the Spire, but it would be impossible to reclaim if we charge through the Isle head first.
The Dactytes have claimed the area as their own. It will be impossible to outwit them.
And impossible to crush them head first, with their strength and tactical advantage.
So how do you intend to get us across?
We plan to get you across, Cicero. Our goal, first and foremost, is Lucia. Once she's taken care of and you have the heart, the rest will fall into place.
What are you saying?
We need to split up. One force to assault the Pale Isle from the front, to pull the Dactytes away from the bridge that connects it to the Spire.
Assault the Pale Isle? There is only one bridge that connects it to the rest of the city.
The Dieci will brand bridges for us and follow us over once the rest get across.
And the other force?
The Cacciatore, my people, and the Malacarte will follow you. We will travel under the Colara, all the way to the rear of the Pale Isle.
Under the water?
With enough water brands, it's possible. Take it from me.
After we get to the rear of the Isle, we will emerge and cross the bridge to the White Spire itself.
While the first force buys you time. Hopefully the Daktites will be too distracted to notice.
And what happens to you after we cross?
Well, if we can get through to the bridge and cross it as well, that would be ideal, but...
You don't think you're going to be able to?
No. Chances are the most we'll be able to do is hold the Daktites up. Once you cross with enough people, we'll turn around and retreat. Come back the way we came, over the Dietchi's bridges.
And if they follow you?
We'll collapse the bridges.
And if they brand their own?
Then we'll find some other way to deal with it.
This is insane!
This is necessary, Cicero! It is the only way we're going to be able to secure you a chance at Lucia. Once you deal with her and get the full set of artifacts...
There must be some other way!
Then suggest it, please! While you were gone, the few songstresses that remain came by to lend their strength as well. The Hall of Songs is gone, and they have little left to protect.
You've told the armies what they're going up against?
We will be doing that now. A small portion of our forces will remain here to keep the songs of those that march.
They are already being sung?
It will ease the minds of those that go into battle. They will fight better.
Cicero, perhaps you should take this time to speak with those close to you as well. You might not have many more chances.
I don't think I've had the chance to apologize yet.
No. I don't think I gave you one.
I'm sorry.
Duty above all else. That's always been the case with you. We are what we are. If I've learned anything over the past few days, it's that running away from that is a fool's errand.
It doesn't make me any less sorry for almost killing you.
I'd like to think not. But we can move on.
Sounds good to me. If anything happens later...
Tristan...
I just don't want for us to end on a bad note. Just like old times?
Just like old times.